All right, this is your Dungeon Master Dreadmoor. I wanted to go over a topic that has been kind of hot on the YouTube and TikTok um, apps, and one of those is the Dungeon Masters, the series that is available on YouTube and D&D Beyond. I wanted to kind of go over a couple things here, just to kind of show you what I think of it and what they're offering you as far as what they're telling you on D&D Beyond. I'm going to read you a small thing here. It says at Dungeons and Dragons, we spend a lot of time thinking about what makes D&D unforgettable. I don't think you do. It's not just the dice, it's not just the monsters, and it's definitely not just words on a page. It's the people around the table. I can agree with that. And what can happen when players bring their own creativity to the official materials that help shape the game. Good statement. The spirit is at the heart of Dungeon Masters, the new official D&D actual play anthology series where electrifying, you say electrifying, players turn official game content into into a story worth remembering. All right, so they have a trailer here. I'm not going to watch this crap. Let's go on down here real quick. Looks like they're going to be playing the Ravenloft, and we'll click that real quick. And this kind of like the series here. Holy shit! Holy shit, man! This is a cool ass setup, but three girls and two guys. I have never been at a table where it's been three girls and two guys, and I've played since 1983. Once in a while, you'll have a girl sprinkled in, and listen, I'm all about girls playing Dungeons and Dragons. But when you have got that much estrogen at a table, boy, you're asking for problems. Never had a DM that was a female before. Don't know anything about this lady, but I can honestly say I wouldn't want to play at this table. I do like the table. I like the setup. Pretty cool looking. So let's go and read on here. Looks like they're taking on the Ravenloft. Anyone who's faced against Strahd or got lost in the mist surrounding Lamortia knows Ravenloft isn't an ordinary campaign setting. While some realms are training grounds where heroes forge their legends, Ravenloft sniffs the light of intrepid adventurers by plunging them into their own personal nightmares. They might survive, they might escape, but they'll have to come to terms with the cost that needs to be paid. Inspired by the dreadful setting, character options, and monsters in Ravenloft, the horrors within, the first campaign of Dungeon Masters opens with a fractured band of unlikely allies becoming trapped in a haunted land ruled by the infamous fallen paladin Lord Soth. What begins as a desperate search for way home soon becomes an apocalyptic struggle as Soth's fury threatens to consume everything and everyone within this crumbling domain of dread. Here's where I have a problem at. Let's meet the cast. Okay, so the lady on the left, this is your dungeon master, Jasmine. Okay, all right. And then I don't know, is this lady like, I don't know what her race is or anything, but she's a female. She looks, it's like a DEI hired me. Both these two do. This guy in the middle, it looks like an out of work porn star from the 70s. This guy here actually looks like somebody who actually plays Dungeons and Dragons. Someone I probably would have played with in the past. He kind of looks like the average D&D guy that you have, that I grew up with and I still play with today. And then you have your average white girl over here. She might be Hispanic. I don't know. But we have got 60% of the people at the table as female. And I don't even know what this guy, he might be working porn on the side. But anyways, I wanted to show you something real quick. They have put a party together for you. Now I'm saying this looks like a DEI cast to me. And why did you not have auditions for players across the country to come together? You could have brought together some of the best players the world offers and had them go to your core audience here instead of just picking these random people. You've got two people that are from Boulder's Gate, which I imagine they're voiceovers. So does that get you into playing Dungeons and Dragons? I don't think so. She's from what, Dimension 20 and Desi Quest? I don't know anything about that. Then we got Mayana from Dispatch and the Dungeon Run. I have no idea what those are. And this guy here in the middle, 13 Reasons Why, Forgotten Realms. Okay, well, I know Forgotten Realms, but I don't know what he's done with that. And then Neil Newborn, who's Baldur's Gate 3, and the Devora Wild from Baldur's Gate 3. All right, so they're playing. Again, like I'll say, why didn't you have cast auditions for people across the country to kind of play out and seeing how characters or how they played, what they were like, their charisma, and all this good stuff? You could have put together an all-star cast and probably would have brought back more of your core audience than this DEI stuff you're showing me here. I can't be the only one who's like turned off by this. So that's just me. I'm not feeling this. I won't be tuning in, and just because I don't want to give them a single view, and I don't want to give them any of my energy, because I just know that I'll be disappointed. And one of the main reasons I know I'll be disappointed is you've got Wizard of the Coast money here. You've got a set that's just banging, and then you bring me down here to show me your characters. Okay, let's take a look at these characters. All right, so we got Krem, a reanimator artificer. We got a lot. I don't know how to say the name. Eloyan, whatever. A Winter Walker Ranger. We got Wesley, a Grave Domain Cleric, and Zora, a Hexblood Shadow Sorcerer. Man, I miss the days when you just had a fighter, wizard, sorcerer, rogue, cleric. Man, what are we doing? We have got to get back to the core basics that makes Dungeons and Dragons great, man. All these subclasses and this and that, man, it has gotten out of control. It really is like a video game on steroids, but in all the wrong ways you don't want at a tabletop. All right, so I wanted to show you something real quick. I'm just a guy. I've been playing Dungeons Dragons since 1983. I've been a Dungeon Master since that time. I've Dungeon Mastered the first game me and my friends ever played, and I've pretty much been the Dungeon Master for about 80 to 85% of all campaigns that I've ever played in my life. But I wanted to show you something here. I'm just a guy with decent AI technology, and this is what they give me for the arts for meeting the heroes. Okay, I want to show you this real quick because I put together an art similar to what they have here within 5 minutes, and it's way better than this. Okay, well, so just tell me in the comment section if you think this is good or do you like mine better. All right, I'm going to flash back and forth. Check this out. You got your artificer, you got your Winter Ranger, you got your, I don't remember what she is. What is this? Grave Domain Cleric, and then your Shadow Sorcerer. So I'm going to bounce back and forth here. Tell me which art set you like better. You like this? Or do you like this? This is like AI from like 4 years ago. This is like some shitty ass AI. This is like Chat GPT AI here. Bam! Look at that. Look at the work on that. Look at that artificer. Look at that winter elf. Look at this cleric. And I've matched their clothes exactly, as you can see, with the clothes. Look at this. I gave her a green. Look at this. Now that's badass. Look at here. What is this shit? It's like a cutout that you'd see in a board game. Ready? Bam. Real life. Purple armor. Cleric rocking the mace. Bam. Look at this winter elf here. Look at this. Okay. Bam. Look at that. Now that's fucking cool. And then obviously the artificer. My artificer blows this one. I don't know what the hell is going on. This is strictly like cutouts that you put on a board game and move them around with pieces. This is crap. So Wizard of the Coast, you dropped the ball with graphics here to meet the heroes. You could have brought me something. I mean, this is 5 minutes of work. I could come up with much better than this and have it look just popping if I wanted to. But this is 5 minutes it took me to make this. This is crap. And this is the gold standard for AI generated technology. Unless you guys drew these in, which again, that's like the Paul Bunyan theory. Everybody trying to say, oh, you're taking jobs from artists. Man, artists suck compared to AI art. And I don't care what you say. You can say AI slop all you want, but you're never going to compete with generated AI art that can make real life photos of things that you wanted to see in the fantasy realm. Again, like the Paul Bunyan theory. Like Paul Bunyan thought he could out chop trees compared to the chainsaw. Well, guess what? New technology moved in. They don't use axes anymore to cut down trees. They use chainsaws and motorized chains to cut down trees. So again, if you're standing in the way of AI and you want to say AI slop, this is slop. This is brilliance. So embrace the AI Embrace what you can find with the reality that is AI art compared to whatever the hell this is. All right, so I'm gonna go down here real quick. They give you a Dungeon Masters play along packs. They kind of give you things that you can do, and you can play along with your party if you want, and kind of play along with the group. Honestly, no, no. I'm personally, I played with 2024 edition with my friends. My buddy got a book for I think it was his birthday, and we played 3.5 for like, oh man, 20 plus years. We played 3.5, and all of a sudden everybody just sold their books and we're all in on 3.5. I mean on 5.5 edition. And I tell you what, man, I played it, I DM'd it, I hated it, and the only time I'll play 2024 edition is Solasta 2. Because that's just because that's a video game aspect of Dungeons and Dragons. But at the tabletop, 5.5, 5th edition, 4th edition, that's all crap. You have given me nothing but crap since 3.5. And I refuse to buy another book with 4th, 5th, or 5.5 edition. You're going to sell me 6th edition? I ain't buying that crap either. I am going back to 3.5, 2nd edition, and 1st edition with my buddies. I am never going to give in to this, what you're giving me. You are not going to your core gamers here. You're not bringing us what core gamers want and love at the tabletop. You are bringing me Magic the Gathering. You're bringing meets video games, meets board games. No, I'm not doing that. And I don't think a lot of people that are my age that have been playing since the 80s would appreciate this and don't want this. We want to go back to the old styles. If you want to bring us in, revise 2nd edition. You know, 2nd edition had all the rules and everything you really needed. That's where we should be going with revising for a new edition. We should be revising 2nd edition and making it top notch. Now, personally, I'm a 3.5 guy. Love 3.5. Love the rule set. Love all the rules that are involved. Love everything about it. But if you're going to make something different and you're going to go ahead and try to bring the core audience back to um, Wizards of the Coast and D&D, since you've given us the middle finger so long and told us that white men were bad and that Gary Gygax is a racist and that everybody who created these games is a racist and that if you make orcs are, if you have an orc, they're considered racist, and man, just shut the fuck up. We're done hearing it. If I I can't take another person trying to make Dungeons and Dragons into a I don't know what you call it, a woke game. It's over. And if you continue to go down this road, Wizard of the Coast, you continue to take this path, and you continue to bring me DEI hires and shitty art like this, well, you're just going to get a big FU from me, from a guy who's bought just about every book you can buy through every edition. I'm done. I'm not buying another book until you bring me something worthwhile. I did see that you guys were bringing in Gary Gygax's son, and that's a step in the right direction. But I would have to see what he comes out with and see what direction they go. Just because you bring a name in from somebody who is the son of the creator doesn't mean that you have revoked your middle finger to all your core audience here. So I suggest everybody who's watching this video or anybody who has an idea, boycott this shit. Don't be a part of it. And let's get off of watching people play Dungeons and Dragons, and let's go play Dungeons and Dragons with our friends. Not spending 2 or 3 hours watching DEI hires do this shit. I mean, this girl's ready, one cheeseburger away from freaking blowing the fuck up, man. She is a fucking a black pudding. So count me out. I hate it. I hate the cast. This guy here, I could see being a D&D player. I don't know how he plays. Maybe he sucks. I don't know. But this is the kind of guy that I would play D&D with. And like I said, you could sprinkle a girl in. We've had girls play with us before. It's fine, but not 60% of my table's estrogen. Hell no. And then you bring this artwork to me. Fuck you, Wizards of the Coast. And fuck your new books, and fuck the books I bought for 2024 that are basically useless now because everyone is walking away from 2024 or 5.5 or whatever you want to call it. We're done with your shit. So either you get your shit in line and get your act together and start bringing us content that we want, or you're basically just going to sell this ship right down the road to pink-haired, blue-haired liberals who want to play this. So if that's what you want, and you want to sell 20% of what you could be selling, then keep going on that road. Well, until next time, this is your Dungeon Master Dreadmoor, and say goodbye to the DEI cast. This is the last time you'll see him on my channel. Let's hope so. And I'll see you at the next video. Have a great one.